All right, and here we go with section 8.2, Arithmetic Sequences. With me, Mr. Hain. All right, here we go. So, arithmetic sequences. They're just sequences where every term after the first differs from the preceding one by a constant amount. All right, this constant amount is the common difference. All right, this is super straightforward, ladies and gentlemen. We want to first find the nth term. So if I gave you a sequence of numbers like, say, 10, 5, -5, -10, -15, -20, the common difference is 5. Now, I told you that the first term here for checkpoint 2 is 6. So let's take a look at how we substitute these in. All right, to find the ninth term, I need to know the first term, which is 6, the difference, which is -5. I want to find the ninth term, so instead of a sub n, I have a sub 9. Now I substitute in the first term, which we know is 6 and given to us in the problem. And then this n is just what term am I trying to find. So since I'm trying to find the ninth term, it's a 9 minus 1 here. And the common difference, which is -5. My calculator does all the work. 6 plus 8 times -5 is -34. Sweet. So here's where I do a legal flashback to my 4th grade year, where I tried to get my 4th grade teacher, and I asked her what was the 100th term in if I counted by 3s, or 100th term if I counted by 9s, or 185th term, and she would find it very quickly as long as she could use the calculator. And now I know why. She remembered this formula. Okay, so with this formula, you can mess with your cousins, nieces, nephews, parents, grandparents, and say I can find whatever number is the such and such term of a sequence that you give me, if you're just adding or subtracting. Sweet. So another thing that you can do is you can find the sum of all of those terms. If I have the first term and the last term, I can actually tell you how much it is if I add them all together. So you can answer questions like, if I added every number that was divisible by 5 between 5 and 500, what would they be? Super straightforward. You just use this formula. So let's take a look. You see this sequence is 3, 6, 9, 12. So I'm just counting by 3s, and I give you the first term. I need to find the 15th. Now, granted, we could all sit here and we could count until we got to 15 and write them all down. That's not fun. Let's use the formula for the nth term. So if I want to find the 15th term, I know the first one, and I know the difference. My calculator does all the work, and I know the last term is 45. Now I know the 15th term, and I know the first term, which means I can use this equation. Substituting in, I see that I have 15 divided by 2 times 3 plus 45. I know this might be a decimal, but it doesn't matter. It actually gives us the complete answer. The sum of all the first 15 of those numbers is 360. Kaboom. All right, so let's take it your turn. What's the sum of the first 15 terms? I gave you one of the formulas already. You know that you'll need this one. Go ahead and pause the video and see if you can find the sum of the first 15 terms. And we're back. All right, here we go. If you used a sub n and you found that the 15th term was 72, then you just plugged it into the sum of the first n terms, and you found your answer was 555. Cool. Awesome. Not that difficult. Use these two formulas, and in conjunction, you can sum up any number of a arithmetic sequence. We can also use these to find the sum of a summation. So we can use the formula. So here I have a 30-term summation. Wow. I know I'm going to need to use this formula. I know I can find the first term. So a sub 1 is just 6 times 1 minus 11, which is -5. Now I know I have 30 terms, so I can just find the 30th. So 6 times 30 minus 11 is 169. Using this formula and the difference being 6, I can see that I substituted in, and kaboom. If I found this sum would be 2460. So it's not that long line of numbers to sum up as we did from a previous video. Yes, I did kind of like save the shortcut until this one because it applies to this one, but it's very, very straightforward. And you know what? It's a quick one because we're already done. So go ahead and tackle some of the questions in your text. for 8.2 arithmetic sequences, and I will see you for the next video.